Hello everyone, and welcome back to Conquer the Frontier at the New Frontier. We have reached episode number 35, and we're in November of year 4, and as it's November, late autumn into winter now, it is quite dark in the mornings, but we have some very good news first of all this morning, and that is our farmhouse construction is complete. You'll see that there are no building barriers or blocks of bricks and other bits and bobs that are aiding the construction. There has all been cleared and we have a finished house, which is fantastic. We'll have a little look around the exterior. We've got obviously the porch and the stairway there leading up to the door, a lovely roof that is nicely tiled over, and we can head on in. I think we will open the door. It's got a lovely windows in it, so lets lots of light in. And this is our kitchen. We've got a fridge, stove, kitchen top, nice dining room table, a fireplace there to keep warm, and some good furniture knocking about. A downstairs bathroom, toilet and bath and sink, which is very, very nice. A sofa and desk there, which is very, very good. This looks to be a office that's downstairs. Yeah, bench, desk, chair, all the things you would need in an office. So yeah, Nordic and I can run the farm operations out of here. And to the right, we have a downstairs living room, which is very nice. No television, obviously no signal in the forest, which is interesting, but just a nice cozy fireplace to keep us warm. And then a downstairs bedroom with a bed, quite a sizable bedroom, and yeah, it's looking rather nice. So if anyone wants to come and stay, we've got space. There's a side door here, which I think is actually the front door, based on how we've orientated. I think this is meant to be the front of the house, but yep, it is the side door for us that leads down to the greenhouse. We will close that back up and head on upstairs. Nordic and I have actually chosen our bedrooms. First up the stairs, you've got a nice sizable landing. Some interesting open plan walls. There are some gaps that you can see in the walls into the bedrooms, which could be interesting. But yes, this is Nordic's bedroom. He's got a bed, a nice rug there, which is a bit hallucinating now I'm looking at it. Some bedside tables, cabinets, sofa, a nice little view out onto Creekside Field and the shed, so he can keep an eye on the equipment. It's like a nice dormer window here. And then this is going to be my bedroom here, which is in the rear of the house. We've got a dormer window both sides, so I can look out into the back there, up the hill. And on this side, I can look over to the pond and the greenhouse, which is handy. And I can see if anyone is coming up the long road, which, yeah, I want to be making sure no one is coming to see us or visit us in the night. And then, yeah, 2 windows at the back to look up the hill. So we should be very comfortable. Nice big wardrobe for my wide range of clothing. Upstairs bathroom, which is very good. And then a nice upstairs little living space. So I think this is a bit of a chill room, bit of a den. And there is a heater up here, so that will keep us nice and warm. So it has been a rather massive upgrade from our previous living quarters, which is now just going to be downgraded to the shed. But yes, Nordic and I did live in this little shack for quite a long time. But it is very nice to see the finished product. And it has taken us quite a few months, but we have finished building, Nordic. Yeah, we finally got some good living space.
Yes!
Right, we are on to the jobs, and Nordic and I have got a few things we need to do. It's a bit of a logistics morning. We have got a good amount of milk in the cow farm, and we've also got a good amount of slurry in the cow farm. So we need to go and buy some equipment that's going to allow us to transport liquids. We're going to need 2, because we can't obviously mix liquids like slurry and milk. That would be very unhygienic. But yes, we are going to get 1 tanker for milk and 1 tanker for slurry. So we're going to head on down to the shop first of all. And a good chance to note that we obviously covered the bunk from mowing Albert Park last time. So that is fermenting away. Once it is fermented, Nordic and I will be looking to buy another belt system so we can transport. I'm just going to move aside so Nordic can lead the way, because he is the faster tractor, so it makes sense for him to go down there nice and quickly. So yeah, we're going to buy some tanks and then use that to transport the milk to the farmers market, and then we're going to use the second tanker to transport the slurry to the BGA so we can actually start processing that into biogas to make money from it. Much further behind Nordic, he has raced ahead, but yeah, we can see that the grass has all turned brown, so there'll be no more mowing on Creekside Farm. And yeah, I haven't been able to adjust the seat in this tractor yet. I feel like I'm too tall. I can't see far enough out. Here is Nordic, ready and waiting. So yeah, we're going to buy some tanks and haul both of them back to the cow farm. There we go. Nordic has been purchasing 45,000 a piece for each tank. So yeah, quite expensive. We're down to 22,000 now, having laid out 91,800. But we have two tankers, tank trailers, which are capable of ferrying liquids. The colour coordination, or colour coding I should say, is hopefully obvious. The white one is going to be for milk, and then this green one, which I think is a classic Fendt with Fendt red rims, is going to be for the slurry or the digestate. So yeah, that is looking pretty good. Yeah, not much else to say on that front. I think what we'll do is we'll haul both of these back. I think it probably makes sense for Nordic to take the slurry tanker and for me to take the milk, just because of colour coordination. There we go, lining up for the trailers, get attached. Fantastic. I think these tanks can take 25,000 litres of fluid, so they are pretty good. Nordic and I did debate around getting some sort of IT runner system, but when we looked at the sort of capability and the cost, it was not worth it. And these tractor trailers, which can take liquid, will serve us very well for the medium term. But I guess the aim is always to grow, so we'll probably replace these with something that can maybe go on a truck, so like a semi-trailer or articulated trailer. Right, let's head on back to the cow farm, and we will grab the milk, take that to the farmers market, and then we could grab the slurry and take that to the BGA, or maybe we'll do it in the other order, I'm not sure. We'll jump in one tractor and get that done. There we go. $24,904 for our milk, which I think was about 19,000 litres. So that's pretty good going. Managed to recoup some money, up to 55,000 now, so that is always very, very nice. And we shifted 1.5 loads of slurry to the BGA, so we can get that processing later on. Nordic and I... Oh, Watch out, deer. Suicidal deer. Jesus. Yes, where was I? Slurry. We will have to activate the slurry processing in the BGA later on, once we've got the silage moved over by our belts that we're going to buy. We have got a belt system already, but I don't think it's long enough to reach from the bunker that's next door to the original one. But there we go. I think the tanks worked pretty well, and I think the milk that was sort of stocked up there was from around sort of 2 or so months. So yeah, that as a profit every couple of months or so is going to be very well received, as is profits from making slurry into biogas and selling that. And of course, as byproduct from that process, we make digestate, which we sell directly from the BGA, which is pretty good as well. So yeah, things are looking up on the monetary revenues streams, which is good. Next, Nordic and I have got some leftover building materials at the sawmill, which we were kind of accumulating because the sawmill was selling directly beforehand, but we stopped that so we could get some building materials together for the farmhouse build, but that is now completed, so we can sell that. So we're going to nip back to the farm, switch over to the pickup, and get the wood goods loaded and sold at the warehouse. And then Albert Park, which we mowed up last time, which has grass in, needs fertilising, so we'll move on to that afterwards. And then I think Nordic and I are probably going to have to start the winter forestry to restock the sawmill and the wood chipper. But yes, let's get the milk tanker back to the cow farm, and then we can zip over, get the pickup and the trailer, sell the wood goods, and get dash back for the doing the spreading of the fertiliser in Albert Park. Right, we made it back. We managed to sell the wood goods for, I think, about 30,000, because we're up to 86,000 now, so that's pretty good. We bought the IBCs of fertiliser and herbicide back with us because, yeah, I thought it best that we do. I'm just kind of shunting the log grab that is in the way there. Probably need to sell that log grab because I'm not really making use of it anymore. Oh, I'm now about to mount it, so let's pull forward, and yeah, maybe I can just shunt it back again. There we go. Excellent. Right, that is parked up, which is good news, and it's hopping in the fence next for spreading fertiliser on Albert Park. Nordic is in the driver's seat because we did the spreading last time. We are hopping in as passenger princess. I think we should have enough solid fertiliser to cover that. Yeah, we don't go through solid fertiliser that much, and it's got a good working width. Albert Park is a sizable field, but we should manage that just right. So without further ado, let's head into Albert Park and we'll get this nicely covered up. Should be a quick job. There we go. The fertiliser spreading was finished quite quickly there, which is good. So that's all the fields pretty much ready to be left until harvest time now. They are obviously drilled or planted, they have germinated, we have weeded what needed to be weeded, and we have fertilised what needed to be fertilised. So that's good, we've got a nice selection of fields, and of course Albert Park will be our grass field that serves both the dairy farm and our BGA operations at the moment. Right, Nordic and I are now going to look towards some forestry work. Nordic is currently surveying what we should do, and we have come up with a bit of a plan, and I think that is that we are going to draw a bit of a line through the forest. Well, Nordic is going to mark a bit of a track or a line there. He's going to cut some trees down, keep the stumps quite high so it's pretty clear for us. But the plan is we want to start to clear this area of trees, because we will need some new silo space, as our grain silos are pretty full and nearing capacity. So we will want some bigger and mightier silos. And also we talked about getting some silos for things like fertiliser, lime, liquid fertilisers, herbicides, that sort of thing, where the store can readily deliver all of that stuff for us, so we don't have to keep buying IBCs and big bags and all that logistical stuff. So yeah, that will make life a lot easier. But I think the plan is we are going to jump in the JCB first of all and do the first stint of tree cutting. So yeah, the aim is to cut back a lot of this area to where Nordic is going to mark out for us. I think he's going to draw a line from this silo probably towards Veterans Park, but yeah, I'll see what he finalises. But for the time being, let's hop into the JCB. We can get this fired up. Beacon starts flashing as soon as we enter the vehicle, which is pretty handy. We need to switch on the harvester. There we go. And yeah, it's pretty much start felling, really. I'm hoping I'll be able to see where Nordic is, and I'm not going to chop down anything that he doesn't want me to chop, but I think we're at a good enough area around here near the silos. This is where we are going to be looking to build the silos, both grain and for other farm materials. I think I can see two big trees either side of this one in the middle here, which I will not be able to cut down with the forestry machine. I will have to get the stump grinder to cut that away, as yeah, it's too big for the JCB excavator forestry machine. But let's line up our first tree. There we go. I think, have we got... Oh, yeah, I've turned my wheel and it's now turning the JCB. It likes to do that, likes to spin me around. We have got the cut length as 5 meters. We want to change that to the full length maximum. There we go. Right. Oh, so yeah, there'll be a bit of winching to do for sure. Let's just get the arm nice and straight, and should be able to cut a nice bit of treeage down. And I collect these in an area where we're not going to make too much of a mess. So there we go. It looks like that's hopefully going to fall in a nice place. Oh, I say that, and it's absolutely wanged off to one side. How annoying. Such is the nature of forestry work. It can be rather frustrating, but we will crack on, persevere, and yeah, we're definitely not going to cut down all the trees this session. This is probably going to be a multi-month project, and I can see Nordic has come into view, so yeah, we'll see the area he has laid out for us and take it from there. Alrighty, well, we've chopped a good amount of treeage. The line that Nordic has set for us to follow is here with these high stumps. So that's pretty handy. It goes all the way down here towards Veterans Park. So yeah, the aim is to clear out all of these trees. And yeah, the intention is that we'll probably look to square off the tip of Veterans Park, which yeah, is a very pointy end. So yeah, once we do clear out all these trees, we can make a nice sort of squared edge of Veterans Park. But all of this dense woodland is going to be really good for feeding our sawmill and wood chipper. I would like to sort of keep the boundary of trees at the edge, so along here and down towards where the track runs into Creekside, because yeah, it kind of sets a nice boundary for the entrance of Creekside. But everything in this sort of dense patch here, I think, is good to get chopped down. But yes, we are going to trade places with Nordic. He's going to jump in the forestry machine. We will jump in the steer, wherever that is. There it is. Fantastic. And yeah, we'll switch places. I'll do some winching and some stump grinding, because the stump grinder is on the front. So let's get to it, shall we? I think there is one big tree there which we'll clear to get out of Nordic's way, because I think I had a little bit of trouble with that one. It was trying to launch me into the tree, so that's always good fun. So let's just park up back here. We can hop into, grab the winch, grab the one that's furthest away, drag that in. There we go. And then, oh, yeah, lifting up the tractor. So strong the winch is. And then we can attach to this one. And if we drive off, hopefully... Nordic had left another one perfectly in place there for us. Oh, need to make a tighter turn. Don't want to be driving into the newly extended Creekside. And I think what Nordic has been doing is just dropping them between the sawmill and the wood chipper. So what we'll do is drop off this here, and then we should be able to just shunt these logs backwards into the wood chipper, and then we'll be dropping off some loads into the sawmill as well. There we go. Let's push this back. There it goes. This log is a bit of an odd angle, but if we strike it right, I'm hoping... Oh, we've missed it, because I'm not sure if I actually lowered. There you go, that's better. Oh, yeah, I'm completely messing this up now. It's sometimes a little bit annoying trying to move logs around. But yeah, we will try and get things done nice and smoothly. That's looking a bit better. Up the ramp and into the wood chipper. Awesome. Right, let's crack on. Get some wood and some logs shifted into the sawmill and to the wood chipper, and yeah, we'll carry on as long as we can, really. Right, I have just dropped off the stump grinder and the winch, as we've done a good stint of tree clearing for now, and yeah, we both took turns in the forestry machine and getting the logs winched between the sawmill and the wood chipper. These are very handy pieces of equipment to get the job done, although it does still take a good amount of time. So we'll have to resume this project at some point later. Nordic has headed over to the store as he's bought another belt system to make sure we get the silage unloaded from this second bunker over here, which is a little bit further away from the BGA hopper, hence why we need another one of these belt systems. But yes, the silage is 100% fermented now, so that is very, very good news. Oh, can I hear Nordic? No, he's just in the pickup. I wonder if he's driven down there in the pickup and realised he needs a tractor to hitch up, because we've definitely made that mistake before. Right, let's grab the first part of the belt system, which is this thing here, the pickup. So drag that over, and once Nordic returns we can open up the silo and get it started. Right, I think that looks to be set up, so this is where we need an additional one to see the rest of the length from here to the hopper. Right, whilst we are here we can activate the slurry job, which will convert 200 slurry into 108 or 180 electric charge, 1 methane and 60 digestate, and that will sell the electric, which will be pretty good. Oh, here we go. Nordic is back. He has got the second belt here, so we should hop in this and try and extend this out, I think. Probably need to start the engine, do we? There we go, yeah. Right, we have got the full setup now with the additional belt, so let's open up the bunker and hopefully we can, there we go, set this to run. It's running into this conveyor, which is in turn running into the next conveyor, and is hopefully dropping into our BGA hopper. Fantastic. That is what we want. So we can start the silage process once again, which is going to turn 840 silage into 756 electric, 10 methane and 252 digestate. Pretty good recipe, that one. Right, so we've got just over 300,000 litres from this to go into the BGA, which will be churning over nights now, and it has gotten quite dark. So, Nordic and I will return to our farmhouse. Well, these winter nights do come rolling in, don't they, Nordic? Yeah. It gets dark very, very quickly, but no fear, we have reached home, which is very good. Oh, don't want the axe. Yeah, there we go. Let's head on in, and we can get the kettle on, make a nice brew, and settle in for the night. Oh, I think Nordic fancies a card game or two before bed, which is fair enough. But that is it for today. I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've got any tips, tricks, or things you'd like us to do, then feel free to leave a comment. But all there's left to say is I hope to see you again next time on Conquer the Frontier at the New Frontier. And until then, catch you later. Cheers all. Bye-bye.